Footballers, stop eating astronaut food. Stop eating fake food. Eat real food. These are basic concepts that we'll understand further in this video. This is day 10 of 30 for 30. This is Football Entangled. We are transforming the football world one player at a time. Let's get into it. What food a footballer should be eating for elite performance? Is food really the secret to weight loss, muscle gain, longevity, etc.? Well, what about recovery and performance? The answer is neither yes or no. I will tell you though that everything boils down to light, but we'll discuss that another time. For now, I want you to consider if you eat real or fake food, and consider what the differences might be between the two. Because I can certainly tell you that real food does in fact nourish the body and provide inputs for world-class health. And that processed man-made cooked food devoid of bioactive enzymes and healthy bacteria is certainly digestible in any way by the human body, and this is actually, and that processed man-made cooked food devoid of bioactive enzymes and healthy bacteria is certainly not digestible in any way by the human body. And this is almost all of the food that you will see in the grocery stores. Now let me tell you a story. Imagine a prison is built on the moon. Earth, our planet, sends our worst villains to this prison. All the supplies to feed the inmates, the guards, and staff must be sent obviously via spaceship. Nothing grows there, and the food must be able to survive the trip. Now imagine, what would this food look like? Obviously, it would have to be very easily transported. It'd be very compact. It would have to have a very long shelf life. It'd have to have all the so-called important nutrients, and it have to be very simple and packaged up, obviously. Now compare that to what you see on the shelves of every grocery store. It's the same exact thing. All the food we're buying in Costco and Ralph's and these different stores is not human food. It's prison planet food. It's astronaut food. It is peasant food. You need to eat real food from the farm, off the land, that is digestible for human beings. Moral of the story, we've been normalized to garbage prison food. We've lost touch to real natural foods, and thus we've been normalized to abysmal health. Athletes don't realize that they are putting absolute junk in their bodies every single day, and that professional athletes are sabotaging their careers and hurting how much money they can make just by eating terrible food, because it destroys the health of their joints, their ligaments, their tendons, their muscles, and their brain, their nervous system. How do you think you can play your best and make the most money to support your family if you are sabotaging yourself day in, day out? And that does include the food that is provided for you at your clubs. Your clubs don't know anything about nutrition. Yes, they've hired people from different universities, but those people themselves, half of them are fat and overweight. If you ever take advice about food from a fat person, you are literally blind or have no idea what you're doing. Think about that for a second now. So what happens when you put all this terrible food into your body? That this will lead to worse performance and a higher likelihood of injury. And athletes don't realize that they would feel 1,000 times better with real food in their system, nourishing the body, reversing the aging process, and nourishing yourself from the inside out, creating new tissue, not destroying and adding toxic tissue to your body. Does this all mean that you have to be a nerd and count calories and meal prep and never enjoy a night out on the town? No, of course not. But it does mean that at least 80% of the time you should be eating clean and in a way that gives the body what it wants in a digestible format. Now here's what I want you to be doing. Go to your local farmer's market. Buy only what is in season, fresh, and local. Go to your local butchery and your fishmonger if you have one. Buy fresh, organic, unfrozen, and grass-fed or wild-caught meat or fish. Then, on top of all that, when you have all your ducks in a row, you have everything looking good, all the basics are in place, and you're executing on the fundamentals every single day. Then, of course, once, twice a week, after your match, go out in the town, enjoy a match with friends and loved ones. Smiles are expected and full bellies are demanded. Of course, be smart and eat like quality food that's at least somewhat, elegant or somewhat distinguished, somewhat like good. At least at like a nice restaurant where the cooking is phenomenal. in a format that makes you smile. Not cancer-causing fast food, not absolute terrible pasteurized ice cream, something unique that feeds the soul. I always say that something unique that has that emotional context is digested way different than something that doesn't, even though it's the same, maybe it's the same exact foods, but how you view it is different. If you're traveling and you're in a small town, middle of nowhere, and there's a small random mom and pop cafe, go eat what is local to them, eat their specialty. That unique food is different than, all the garbage that you meal prep at every day of the week that you buy from Costco, or the garbage food that you find at the local fast food store. It's way different. When you splurge well, live large. That's the meaning of being entangled, is living large by doing the right things in the right way at the right times with the right people in order to get amazing things into your life. This was day 10 of Football Entangled 30 for 30. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Leave a like, comment, all that stuff. See you soon.